on to day 5. So warming the car up for a second. Headed over. Now we don't start running until 11, but limited pit area, you know, in the asphalt. So we're heading over right now to pretty much just get a pit spot and hang out for about 4 hours or so before it actually, you know, starts running. We are the first to run in C group. Then it'll go A, B, whatever, slick, radial, you know, what I think A, B radial, A, B slick, and then D. So we'll get a chance to make our lick, and then you know, successfully complete the week. So with that said, guys, we'll see you at the track. All right, guys, so we're all changed over. The little Burl, or not the Burl, the LTD Jace's car, had a brake line issue, so they're working on getting that fixed and brakes bled and all that, so we can have brakes again. Raj is just right down there. Corey and those guys are right up here, so we're all right near the staging lanes again. So we got up early to get here so we can get good pit spots. Impound is basically right on the other side of us, so we're not impeding these guys. You can see we've got our awning up and a tarp up to try to give us more shade so we guys aren't getting smoked. Pretty much most everybody on this side camped here last night. I'll say 85% of the cars here on this side camped here last night. And I'll drop in a picture of a guy sleeping in front of one of those 4 trucks. He was in front of it when I rolled in. He was on the ground sleeping. It looks like he was sleeping hard. So anyway, from that, you can see the grass is starting to fill up back there, and you know, the cars are starting to line up down there. So the criers have stopped by already. If you know the criers from the milk van, they swung by this morning. They camped here last night. Unfortunately, they're out the transmission after they rebuilt the engine. So, and then this gentleman here, man, had quite a story. He at Cordova broke an axle, and I'll drop in a picture of the axle that was broken, and basically called Strange up. Strange built got him some 40 spline axles, a new third member and everything. You know, they were able to get everything fixed. He had a 22nd for the day because he was at least able to break the beams, and you know, 6 p.m. that night they had it all back together, and here he is on, you know, day 5, and this is his first drag and drive event. So, you know, kudos to this guy for working hard and getting to the end. All right, guys, we're about to go up to the lanes. Hopefully we can just do a one and done pass. I need to run between 0.422 and 0.631. So I left the trailer hitch on, the receiver in, spare little spare tire in the back. So basically,
guys, we are one and done. So 11.598, that's all I needed. I know it's low, but you know, my spread was 422 to 631, so 598 falls right in the middle. So that's all I needed to do. So that completes my week. I cannot get any better. You know, I can't lower my time. You know, all I can do is keep the spread that I currently have. So so that completes summer for me. Now the only thing I can do is see what other competitors do, and if I can improve on my 41st place, because them you know, widening their spread. So that's the only thing I can kind of hope. You know, see if we can finish in the top 40, you know, at least. So that's a one and done for me. So I'm gonna pack it up and kick back and just relax for the day. Hey, how you doing, man?
Finished.
Good enough to be done.
Awesome.
Okay, Rice, Rick is coming up for his second pass. He ran a 10:20 earlier. He's trying to run a little quicker because the gap between first and second is real close. So he's hoping he can go 10:0 something. Slow down too much, 10:55. All right, guys, Cole went too fast his first run. You know, 10:30 something. He needs to slow it down to a 10:40, 10:40, 10:43, 10:47, I believe.
Turn that in. Here goes Cole Rymarz, the guy who started it all last year in his purple bikini and a Mustang. You can look at this car and it's got several. Stick the mag in. The reason that I remember Cole Rymarz so much, other than the fact that the Rymarz family has a lot of enthusiasm when they come out. Like I said, they started with 4 cars. They have adopted their way up to at least 6, maybe 7. One of them might have a 12 pack by the end of the week. Cole Rymarz, when he first came out ran last year, this car was EC11, and he didn't do music turnaround I have ever seen for an 11-second car. It had kind of encouraged him until he got to the last inning of the season, and all those rerunners were put their tires down. He still needs to be today. Cole is the car out of his head. Last year he was up next.
Nice little bunny hop on the front end. .10:36. Still too fast. He's gonna have to wait to go to all run now. All right, guys, this is a really cool car. It's basically metal finish, and it was clear coated. So really neat looking car. And Mike's getting ready to go next. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this guy because this is just a real pretty car. All right, Mike is up for his one and done pass today. His bye-bye GM license plate hanging out there. So hopefully he can turn in a 10 something and complete his, his event. He's got to get home afterward and figure out why it's not running right. So guys, the white Nova is Raj's competition. So Raj he has a 048 spread. Raj has an 044 spread. Let's see what he runs. So we can see what Raj needs to run. Then this is what my GTO is going to look like. So I took a bunch of pictures of his engine combination. So I took a bunch of pictures of his engine combination, how he has Layton played out, so that way I can get some ideas when I put mine together. Alright guys, so Jace is in the lanes and they pulled the front seat out, they pulled the wiper blades off, they pulled the rear seat out, they pumped up the front tires, hoping to get them a personal best. So they're in the lanes now, but Raj is getting ready to go up to see if he can nail down Pro DYO. So we'll watch Pro DYO first with Raj, and then we'll see how Jace does. Okay guys, Raj making his first run. He needs to hit his number, which is between 991 and 9.9 Alright guys, Jace is trying for a new personal best. Remember we talked about pulling the seats out? See what he can do here. They fixed a brake problem, so hopefully he can do a little better burnout. Kid should be just fine. Kid's trying to get into a 13.9. In fact, they only thought this, or he's trying to get into a 13.9. In fact, they only thought he'd run 14.8s. So the fact that he went up, 14.2s was surprising to him. So let's see what the kid can do. Oh, look at that burnout. There we go. That's a little better. Oh, you're fine. No. Alright guys, the brothers, Jace and Cole, get to race to each other. How cool is this? Brothers get to run. Cole doing his John Force Jr. burnout. Well, 10:41 for Cole and 14:75 for Jace. Now Rick needs to try to run a 10:05, try and take the lead at B gas. So he's trying to run about a 10:05. Oh, 992. A little too quick. Gotta slow it down a little. Okay, Cole needs to run a 10:43 to 10:47 to hopefully maintain his 7th place or maybe improve depending on what the other guys do. So this may be his last chance at it. 10:41.7. Same as he ran earlier. Just a hair too fast. All right, Jason's having fun today. Maybe. So this is his fourth run today. See what he can do this time.
The staging lane. Lanes have been closed. Do not enter the staging lane.
All right, looks like he's actually on a good run. Come on. Hey, new personal best. 14:18. Woo-hoo! Oh, he really pulled that one. Oh! Gotta dial it down a little. Here comes this way. Woo! Oh, he's going the same area.
He's shooting for some.
And here is what the next morning looks like. Just a few people left here hanging out. So getting ready to load up the car. A couple guys helped me last night. A couple guys that I know. Actually live only about, I think, 45 minutes from me. They swung by, we signed their trailer, and they gave me a hand, and I also helped us load Mike's trailer up last night. So yeah, I'll do a wrap up here in a minute on the ride home. All right, guys, so just kind of wrapping up the week, back home now. And, the little dart disc job, unfortunately, the driver made a mistake on day 3. He should have put a new nitrous bottle in. I wouldn't say that I would have finished third, but we would have at least given ourselves a better chance. So I got to thank the Rymarz family for letting me hang all week with them. We just absolutely had a good time. Cole ended up finishing 9th overall. He was sitting 7th going into day 5, and just couldn't run that 43 to 47 number, so he slipped 2 spots. Mike ended up finishing last in DYO. Like I said, he's been having troubles all week. He did get an award for finishing last. Actually, everybody who finished last in their class got something from Driven Oil, a little something. Jace ended up finishing 46th in the DYO class. I ended up finishing 35th. I was coming in 41st into day 5. 6 cars slipped, couldn't run their numbers, and they fell back, so I ended up finishing 35th. And then Rick, in his Willie's Gasser, his first ever event, ended up taking 1st overall in B-Gas and 3rd overall in VW's, Hot Rods, and Gasser. So he was not allowed to run faster than 10.0 because 1, he doesn't have his license, and 2, he does not have the down bars going out the back of his truck. So if he wants to go faster in 10s, he's got to do those 2 things, to try and go for the actual ones. I mean, he can run 9, 8s easy. He was lifting way early to try to run 10.0s. So there's a whole lot more in that engine, in his combination. So anyway, great week overall by everyone. We were just running that 100 shot. We learned a lot. I learned about how many passes I can make on a 100 shot on a nitrous bottle. I know how many I can make on a 150 shot, but I thought I could make one more and I couldn't. So next year we will do better. I know what we need to do now. I've learned a little bit, and Raj taught me some more things about nitrous. So that way I know how I can find that couple tenths in the future. So anyway, guys, appreciate you, those of you that have watched all 5 days and watched the entire videos for watching them all. I really do appreciate it. And the next big event, I'm probably going to go to Dragway 42 in August for an all Mopar event. I may do a test and tune here and there. I may switch up carburetors and get rid of this vacuum secondary one and go to more of a double bumper. So we may, do some testing if I come up with something that I like. And then we'll go from there. So anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you on a future upload.